whatever the risk involves, or am I going to play it safe and stay here? And that was exactly the question Abraham faced when they were called by God. So you probably, how many of you know the story pretty much of Abraham and Sarah? Are you familiar with it? You're not? Somewhat? You kind of know it? Okay, here comes some more folks. Let me just read the third paragraph. The first two paragraphs are from last week's study, which I'll probably put there each time because it's kind of an overview. You can read it on your own. But the family of Abraham and Sarah is an epic story of faith, risk, adventure, and promise. Leaving the familiar for the unknown, Abraham led his family into the wilderness based on a promise from God. When desired by Pharaoh in Egypt to become his wife, Sarah, childless, aging, yet still attractive, lied and was willing to sacrifice herself for Abraham's safety. She arranged for her servant to bear a child by her husband. This stepson and surrogate mother became a problem in the household, now a blended family. At 90, she laughed at God's promise that she would get pregnant. When a son was born, competition and jealousy erupted in the household. And finally, after all the years of waiting, disbelief, faith, and finally fulfillment, God told Abraham to sacrifice his only son as an act of obedience. It was an irrational demand, but Abraham had to choose between trusting God or not. And all the issues that I just read in that paragraph show up in our families too. So it's an exciting trip. I want to begin tonight with a reading on the very back. This is a responsive. You know how in church we have responsive readings? Usually it's scripture. You know, it's kind of very holy stuff. Well, this is a responsive reading between Abraham and Sarah. Okay, and it's all made up, but I want the women to read Sarah's part, and the men can read Abraham's part. Okay, and this is just something I imagine, a conversation that might have taken place between Abraham and Sarah. So guys, we're up. Ready? Honey, you're not going to believe this. You better sit down.
Oh yeah? What's wrong? What happened?
Are you sure you can handle this?
Makes sense, man. Spit it out. What's up?
We're going to move.
Move? Are you crazy? Why should we move? And where are we moving to? Did you find a better farm on the other side of town?
No, I mean we're going to leave this town completely. In fact, we're going to move out of the country. I'm going to sell all our livestock, the barns, and our house. I'm going to cash in all our investments. I mean, we're moving big time, completely.
You're crazy, man. You've been drinking? Talk sense, because I don't believe you. What in the world gave you this bright idea?
I heard the voice of God speaking to me. He told me to pack up everything and leave, because he's going to give us a new country to call our own, and we'll have a family there. He said all the families of the earth would be blessed through us.
Say what? Our gods don't talk, Abraham, remember? They're made of wood, stone, metal. You sure haven't been drinking? Who is this God? And where's this new country located anyway? And just how old do you think I am, sweetheart? I couldn't have babies when I was younger, and I'm sure not having any babies at my age now. You're having a midlife crisis or what?
No, Sarah. The God's name is Jehovah. I found out he's a great God beyond all other gods. And I don't know where the new country is, to be honest. He just said he'd lead us there. Come on, let's start packing. I have lots of things to do.
Honey, I love you, but sometimes I don't think your elevator goes all the way up to the top floor.
Okay, so that could have happened, right? Would have been in Aramaic or something, but same difference. What an incredible message to come home with, to tell your spouse is, hey, we're moving. Where are we moving to? Oh, I don't know. I just know we're moving. We got to take everything. Well, why? Because God told me to. Who? God. God who? I mean, these are people who worship a multiplicity of gods. And to have a God who actually spoke was unbelievable. And so Abraham comes home with this unbelievable message and has to convince his wife, who is already probably beyond childbearing age, that they're going to have a family through which God is going to bless the whole world. And I'm just thinking, what a woman this Sarah must have been to have said, okay. Yeah, okay. What did it take for her to come to a point where she could say that? So,